Latuda is the name of a psychotropic drug that they would give you if you're psychotropically inclined and you want to take a drug because, they've gaslit you into the idea that somehow you need to take psychotropic drugs because they brainwashed you with the television, they brainwashed you with the movies, they brainwashed you with, the pharmaceutical reps who go to talk to all of the doctors. So in essence, who is your doctor? It's Big Pharma. What do we know about Big Pharma? Pfizer was fined 2.3 billion United States dollars for a felony criminal charge. Repeat offender, according to the article posted on it's like justice.gov. Just Google it. Pfizer fined. And you will see it is a criminal organization. Purdue, founder of the opioid crisis. Purdue Pharmaceutical, I don't know if they've been charged or convicted of anything, but, just Google Purdue and opioid crisis. There's a new movie out. I can't remember the name of it. All about Purdue. Why can't I remember it? Because I'm being blocked by evil fucking shit things that are in alliance with evil. Evil is Pfizer. Evil is Purdue. Evil is Big Pharma. Evil is the doctors that prescribe that fucking garbage. Those are evil fucking people that you call medicos. They're evil, in my opinion. Pfizer is a felon, a convicted felon. If your doctor is prescribing stuff made by Big Pharma, who are felons. If you're not living in the United States, a felony is, there's two types of offenses in the United States. Misdemeanors are the more minor offenses. Felonies are the major crime. Murder, rape, terrorism, kidnapping, torture, RICO. RICO is a series of laws in the United States that are called racketeering. I'm being blocked by evil things right now, but it's RICO. Just look up RICO. That's what those companies are. They're corrupt organizations, racketeering, corrupt organizations. And so again and again and again, what do I got to do to wake you up? I'm just going to claim your showing me your cards. And your cards are, you are evil. You're not stupid. You are evil. You're not stupid. You are evil. So I'm looking at you, the face of evil. Are you taking poison pills made by Big Pharma? If you are evil. You support convicted felon doing the business that they do. I know they weren't convicted of making poison pills, but they're a convicted felon all the same. I mean, seriously. They're a convicted felon. Did you catch my drift? That's what they got caught with. That was what some miracle happened. A miracle of miracles happened, and some corporation of the 1% was convicted, duly convicted in a court of law in the United States, and fined $2.3 billion. That's not small potatoes fine, is it? They could afford to pay it and continue as a going concern. They're too big to fail. They're bigger than the law, but the law got them on that. They are a criminal organization. Racketeering. Now, if you're in the crack cocaine business, the low-level people are the dealers on the street. They got rocks of crack cocaine. They store them inside their mouth, in the pouch of their cheek. Because I lived in Vancouver and I saw them all the time. And that's where they keep their crack that they're going to sell. They do, right there in their mouth. So if the cops come by, I guess they can swallow it and get rid of the evidence. But it's right there. Apparently it doesn't dissolve in your mouth. So what happens in crack cocaine organizations? I don't know where you're going with this. I don't know where I'm going with this. Somebody brought this up. It's a syndicate. It's the mob. In Italy, it's called the mafia. In the TV show Better Call Saul, he's a businessman. Gus Frink. You can go look him up or a clip on YouTube. Gus Frink. He's a businessman. He has legitimate businesses and he has illegal businesses. It would seem that the 1% who know everything own legal businesses and own illegal businesses. Mostly what they're doing is legalizing their illegal businesses as much as they can. Major push on for legalizing illegal drugs. I know there's a freedom of choice, freedom of consciousness argument. I understand that. But there's a business argument. And they're not interested in your cognitive freedom. They're interested in a very profitable product, illegal drugs. Make them legal, and then you can get people's insurance companies to pay for them, which is more money directly from the insurance company into your company. In the end, the 1% own all those companies anyway, so it's just a big round trip of all the money going in and out and in and out of all their businesses to make it look like, they've done well this year, cooking up the books. Racketeering. So what else do I want to tell you? I've been 10 minutes in here. I can't help you out. I'm at the point where I've got to go and just let this one drop. Because I've given you enough for you to ponder and get you going off on various leads. Oh, I got to do one more thing for Brent Beeson the Devil. He always likes, no, not necessarily, but he just said right now for me to do Columbo. And Columbo would do, just as he's going to, oh, just one more thing. He says this to the client criminal, the one that he knows is guilty, and he's just, toying with the person, perhaps just to get the person to commit to speaking rather than zipping it and waiting for the shyster lawyer to come and tell them officially, say nothing. Anyways, Better Call Saul is the sequel to Breaking Bad. And I was so surprised that Vance hasn't watched Breaking Bad. Everybody else has heard of Breaking Bad. Well, there's still people out there that haven't watched the most amazing drama. And, I'm sorry to say, but, I've only watched, 1.5 seasons of Better Call Saul. I don't know, it hasn't come up, but I really like it. It's a great show. Awesome, incredibly intelligent acting. I'm just going to tell you. If you can watch and understand The Sopranos and Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, The Good Wife, if you can follow those stories and understand these stories, you understand. And that's why you're my enemy. Because I know you understand sophisticated dramas on Netflix. You understand sophisticated crime. You understand sophisticated politics and military, etc., etc., etc. So, either you're with me or you're against me. There's no one sitting on the sidelines saying, I'm too dumb to understand. Dave Burrows, my old man, says that from time to time. Dave Burrows, my old man, is an evil fuck-faced devil. He and I don't see eye to eye, and we never will. Dave Burrows is my enemy, and always will be. Because he stands with evil, and he pretends, even though he's a professional engineer. He tells me he's too dumb to understand what's going on. That's true. He ran an enormous paper mill complex in Thunder Bay, Canada. He feigns senility when he wants to, but he still goes out in his car and drives around. At 85 years old. Dave Burrows, when I was a boy, showed me his stuff. He can play chess. Very, very good chess player. He can play hockey. He can stick handle incredibly well. He's my enemy. Because he made himself my enemy. Because he's a devil. Everyone understands the pandemic scamdemic. Everyone knows what it is. Everyone knows. And if you're a lying fuckface getting in my face and telling me all of the fucking lies of the mainstream narrative, you're an evil fuckface. You are. In my eyes, you are evil. Satanic, Luciferian evil. There you go. You're my enemy. So, this brings up the interesting tale from India. In the famous book from India called the Bhagavad Gita. And it's the story of Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna is an enlightened soul. Arjuna well, for the sake of the story, Arjuna, let's say from a Western standpoint, Arjuna is not enlightened. Because he's getting coached by Krishna. What's really going on is Arjuna is an actor, an enlightened actor, as is Krishna, playing these two characters, Krishna and Arjuna. It would be like Sir John Gielgud and Sir Alec Guinness. They're Sir because both of them were knighted for their amazing acting ability. One could play Krishna, the enlightened soul, and one could play Arjuna, the unenlightened soul. And in the end, what happens is Arjuna has got to fight his friends and family. The kingdom is split. Half of the kingdom is with Arjuna, who is the legitimate king, and the other half have rebelled against Arjuna. And Krishna is telling Arjuna, this is a war. And you must fight this war. You must. It's your kingdom. Your kingdom is asking you. Your kingdom is demanding of you, as the king, you must fight for me now. And half of the kingdom is with you. You must lead them. They are with you because they want the kingdom to remain in your hands. And they are willing to give their lives and all of their property to fight to keep you on the throne. So you have got a willing army, a willing volunteer army. That's fantastic. The other side of the street, the other half of the kingdom's against you, and they're willing to fight you. They're willing to kill you. They're motivated as well. They want your crown. So Krishna continues to tell Arjuna, because Arjuna keeps having all of these, intrusive thoughts. They're my family. They're my friends. I can't kill them. They're my family. They're my friends. I can't do that. It's inhumane. They're my family. I can't. Whatever. And Krishna continues to counsel. You've got to kill them. And he goes on and on and on and on and on with his arguments or whatever, but in the end, that's all you need to know. You have to kill them. You're at war, you have to win the war. And in those days, they were fighting with horses and chariots. Well, I don't know what else to tell you, because that was then. And if we're going to talk about, world politics of the nuclear age, well, everybody knows of mad merchants and demons getting together to create a loose philosophy where, we have the idea that there are country states that are at war, perpetual war with one another, and they have nuclear weapons which can blow the whole planet to smithereens, and they can, and so there's MAD, which is merchants and deceptions, which simply means we spend an inordinate, lots of money on military hardware to keep fighting wars, even though, in the end we can't go and use the most expensive warfare we have, the nuclear war, but we can still fight all these other proxy wars forever and forever and forever because we say, well, we're never going to use these nuclear weapons. Anyways, once you figured it all out, that the 1% own all of the countries and they make up these phony wars so that they can, lie to you on TV. Okay, so what's the real truth? I don't know. The real truth is I am under demonic attack all the time. I call it demonic because, I'm not demonic. A Pfizer is a convicted felon. You're forcing me to take a product from a convicted felon. The government is pushing super hard on it that they're restricting my freedoms because they want me to take a product manufactured by a convicted felon. Pfizer. I don't want to talk about all the other kinds that are made. I just want to tell you. Government is evil. It is allied with Pfizer, a convicted felon. Multiple offenses. Multiple offender. So, I'm just going to tell you. Government is evil. Allied with evil, you must be evil. So if your ego is evil, then you have an ego problem. And if you got an ego problem, then, you're pretty much going to try and figure out how to do whatever you got to do to get rid of your ego problem. And if you got eagles, then probably much your problem is you don't have enough tourists to come and see the eagles. Well, that's a money-making opportunity. Squamish, British Columbia. You want to see eagles? Go to Squamish, BC at the right time of year. You'll see unbelievable amounts of eagles. Squamish, British Columbia. Okay, what else we need to know? Well, I don't know. It's just that, if too many people go to Squamish, then I don't really want to tell you, but, it's a very touristy area. It is. Squamish is on the way to Whistler, where they had the Olympics in the mountains some years back. Squamish gets lots of tourists. It's not far. It's only an hour to go to Whistler, where they've got so much accommodation. Okay, so I don't know what else to tell you. Are you still allied with evil after my talk? Are you still telling me that you can't understand? If you're allied with evil, I can't help you out. You will suffer the consequences of choosing evil. I don't have anything else to say in this video, so I'm just going to let you off the hook. Because. Did you change your mind? Yes, no? Anyways, I gotta live in this world the way it is. The way you evil people have set it up, and the way that you continue to propagate evil. Somebody still thinks it's ego. Or Edo. Edo, Japan, or something. Edo, Japan, I think it was an ancient capital city somewhere in Japan. Maybe they make noodles there in modern day. What I'm waiting for is the Galactic Federation of Worlds and the Galactic Federation of Light and their allies to make their move. Well, mostly what I want everyone to understand is we want you to take the red pill from the Matrix. Come and understand the full nature of the reality that we live in. That's what Morpheus told Keanu Reeves, who was playing Neo. If you don't want to take the red pill and learn all about what's going on here, then you already took the red pill and you already know. And if you're acting, then you're evil. I don't know. Why are you still forcing me to follow all of your demands? Why are you involved in my affairs? Anyways, we're gonna drop it because we want to go and look up a song on YouTube called Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, or just plain Dr. Hook, was the band. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard, oh yeah, it's hard, oh yeah, it's hard. When you're in love with a beautiful woman. Anyway, somewhere along there, Ray Sawyer, the singer, sings, maybe it's just an ego problem. Probably some fool adopted from before. She's my fair weather friend, and I fall in love with her. And every time she answers, I whisper at her more. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard, etc., etc. Maybe it's just an ego problem. If it's ego, it's low vibe. It's low on the scale of consciousness. And if you're holding on to it as a tactic, bargaining for what? I don't know what you're doing. I don't understand why you're not being kind. I don't understand your stance of evil, cruelty. I don't understand. Nevertheless, that's what I experience from you. Ergo, you are my enemy. I'm at a high state of consciousness. On the scale of human consciousness, either I'm at 540 or above, or you're lying. Anyways, I'm still waiting for something to happen. Because I'm still feeling, I'm under demonic attack. Demonic simply means, for me, low on the scale of human consciousness. Anyways, I don't know. I have nothing else to tell you. It's 28 minutes in. This is a long video. If you have any questions, you're going to have to answer to, I can't help you out because I have nothing else to ask.